Yo guys, what's good? I'm Lime. You can find me on Instagram as LimeMellowBall, but today I'm just gonna go over chatting and how you guys want to just like monetize your account to get the most out of your clients or fans or whatever. But let's just get started, right? So first one I'd like to talk over is chatting as money, right? Because chatting is sales, and this is the end funnel, the end goal of whatever you guys are trying to present, right? Because every girl's trying to sell her body, but what you want to be doing is you want to sell her personality and her relationship with the fan. So there are multiple steps of chatting. First one is reporting. Get a report together where you introduce yourself to the fan, and when you want to get to know the fan, get information about them, or just ask about their day, make some inside jokes with them, and just kind of like get in a groove with the fan to get ready for like sexting, right? Next step is your sexual transitions, where you transition from your getting your report and their small talk with the fan to actually doing the content. It's like, oh, I just got out of the shower, I got my face done, blah blah blah. Do you want to see this picture of me or this picture of that? And next thing is the PPV setup, where after they say yes and they want to see more of you, you send the next few pictures as like, oh, image, 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 pay for this, pay for this, pay for this, which is like the sexting part. And then you tell them thank you after you guys had a good time together, so they want to come back and that you really appreciated them being there for you and spending their money because they're here for a reason. They're on OnlyFans for a reason, and that reason is spend money. But before I get to all of that, I just want to go over the do's and don'ts and kind of getting yourself set up before you guys actually start sexting or actually having like a whole sexting set for your AI character or your real girl character. But this is what we kind of do, right? We have Milky's sexting the perfect nut. um, this is the first picture where you send them for free, right? It's just a regular picture. It's kind of like there's nothing crazy. It's like kind of what you guys are doing in the scene. The next picture is a small tease where it's still is unpaid, but it's kind of where you're transitioning into the text. It's like you want to see what I'm doing right now. You send this picture right after just the regular picture, and then after that it's the spicier pictures, the spicier tease, where you have like a pick your undies, showing your ass or whatever. Next is nude and spicier nude, and then strip tease where you take your clothes off, and then you play yourself until you climax, which is the last step. This could be more of a 9 step step thing majig where you have striptease and then slowly playing yourself faster than climax, which is more of a 9 step 9 step trip whatever. This is for safe for work creators, for you guys out there. This also works for fanfics, what you should do for fanfics honestly. But it's kind of just like exactly whatever this is, but you're just going in comfort levels of from 0% comfort to 10 to 30 to 40 to 50 to basically almost nude, and like you're kind of like to your point where you want to say, okay, this is kind of where I would not send any more pictures like this. This is what I would call your safe for work comfort step, whatever, right? These are my examples. I'm just gonna quickly go over this and then yeah. All right. So this is what I send my creators. This is kind of like a a story, like think of it as a story where you're sexting like a story, right? But you want to make sure that you're always in the same environment and you're wearing the same nails you're wearing. You're not taking it in like a different like scenario where your hair is kind of fucked up because that's not natural. You want to present yourself as you're like live sexting this motherfucker, right? So it goes like this: the fan chats and your chatter chatting will initiate the sexting scenario. The chatter will be like, oh, I'm actually you. I'm in this real environment. This is me in this present moment right now. And the fan doesn't fucking know because you're stupid. So you kind of just progress on with more pictures, more videos per step, and you can take extra pics. So if the guy wants to ask more, hey, can you send me more pics? This is not a good price. Then your chatter can basically add in more pics for that step and charge a higher price, making you guys both more money. But the most important thing is be creative. There's so many different scenarios, like out the shower, in the bed, in the car, wearing this clothes, wearing that clothes, wearing lingerie, having coming home from a Halloween party, coming home from a party. Your dad just beat you up and you want someone to comfort you. But this is kind of like the steps, right? This is a script number one. It's kind of long, but it's a six, like 8 step thingamajig, 7 step thingamajig, right? First video, kind of shooting yourself. You're showing like, oh yeah, I'm in my room right now. Next thing is you sucking your own finger. Next thing is like you can read through this yourself, but it kind of gets more and more intense as it goes on, and the videos get kind of longer and longer as it goes on as well. And at the very end, what I usually want have my like clients do is kind of record a video like after they finish, right? So that the fans like, okay, like I'm having a realer connection with this girl rather than, oh yeah, she just wants to take my money and fuck off. But if you give them an optional free as a reward, as like a thank you and showing yourself to clean up, it keeps them coming back because it looks so much more real than if you were just to be like, okay, thanks, have a good day, bye, peace, right? Same thing with this. I'm not gonna over it just to save us both time. But in total, what I want you guys to do is at least have 17 videos and 30 pictures per script. Just have like in total, it's more is like just add these up, and then yeah. So let's get into the guidelines, the rules, the don'ts, the nots, like the wall posts and whatever. But first, script guidelines like it went before. No sunlight. Make sure you're in a dark environment because um, if it's like fucking 9 p.m. your time and you're shooting it at like 9 a.m., right? It doesn't line up because the fan knows where you live. You're in LA and it's 9 p.m. in LA, but somehow it's super light inside, like sunlight. That's kind of fucked. Next guideline is make sure it's always in the same location. Um, you're always going to be in your room. It's most familiar, not in some random place, right? Throughout your entire script. This doesn't mean you have to be in the same location for all of your scripts. It just means that you have to be in your same location while you're doing your script. Same nails, same makeup, same everything. Imagine you had like your nails painted before the next step. The fan is like, bro, you're not even doing this in real time. You're just sending me prepaid pictures or you chatter, and then you lose that fan. Next step is increase length with nudity per video because we're gonna be charging more and more as the script goes on, up to like $200, the max of OnlyFans, right? So you want to give the fan like you're getting the best deal out of their money by buying this piece of script. Next thing is don't over sexualize your clothing. You want to present yourself as a presentable person who has to do OF because they kind of are put in a situation where they have to do OF. So just don't over sexualize. Just a little bit showing is enough. You being interested in them is enough. You being the sexy person, the sexy face is enough, and the shadows can basically just take over the rest of it. And everything should kind of be in a one-shot scenario. You don't want to go shower midway and then come back and have messy hair and like messy different room and like a towel somewhere else because that kind of doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? The next thing I want to talk about is verification pictures. A lot of people skip over this because sometimes a guy is gonna think, "Oh, I'm talking to a chatter. I want you to have your spoon on your head, just as just as proof that I'm talking to the real girl." So I would really advise anyone to just have any random scenario, like you having pencil on your head, holding pencil, a hang out face, anything, right? Just to like pass that chance, just to not miss out on that guy. Because often when they ask that, they've already been scammed before, and they've already been in a situation before where it's kind of fucked up for them. But if they begin to trust you, they're gonna be more willing to spend money on you since you are their girlfriend after all. And the don'ts: don't talk about anything underage. If you guys don't not talk about, oh, when I was 14 I was in cheerleading. Don't say anything about that, right? Just don't mention it at all. Just say in the past I did cheerleading instead of that. Don't do anything outside of OF because if you get caught you're getting banned and just your site of revenue. But yeah, you can move on to different sites, so it's cool. um Next is just don't include other people in your content about consent. This is kind of basically like doing things in public, you know? Next thing is don't put them down unless you're into it. Don't tell them shut the fuck up unless you're into it. You can find that out in their report. Next is don't say you'll meet a fan. Never say that you'll clearly meet a fan. Say something like, oh, we can arrange something. We can maybe do something. Just never say you'll clearly meet them. Just kind of go around the wording, find a loophole around it. Next thing is don't talk to them off site. Like, don't talk to them on Instagram. You're gonna get banned on Instagram. Don't give them your phone number. Just give them a fake phone number, make them pay for it. Don't give them your real name. Give them a fake name and make them pay for it. Like there's so many different ways you can go around this, right? I have there's there's like fake names and fake phone numbers for a reason. If you have a fake phone number, you'd be like, okay, I have my phone number, and you just give them some random ass motherfucking phone number from the area code you're living in, and then you make them pay $200 for that. That's at the very end. That's when you want to burn them out. And the next thing is like customs before payment. Don't ever do a custom without them paying first, right? Have them always pay for a custom before you do the custom. Before you have the girl do the custom. Imagine you have your girl do the custom and they don't fucking pay. That's kind of game over. They get the content for free, and then your girl just wasted her time doing this shit. You know what I mean? It's kind of fucked. Next thing is don't promise free content to time wasters. Have a way to check these time wasters out. Usually, a way we do it is that we had to report for 20 messages max, run one chance of having them pay for the content, run another chance of them having to pay for the content, and run another chance of having them pay for the content. If they don't pay for the content, just fucking like kick them out of there. You're not gonna respond to them anymore. Just leave them out, you know? And don't admit that you're not the creator because you're a chatter. That will turn a fan off. They're on OF for a reason, and it's to get a relationship with the creator. So next thing I want to talk about is wall posts. Honestly, you can get away with not doing wall posts, or if you're that type of person and your branding allows for it, then yes, you can get away with wall posts. If you're a cosplay girl, then yes, you can get away with wall posts because OF is for exclusive stuff, and you want to show yourself, oh yeah, I do cosplay in here. Sub to me on OF where you can see all my cosplay, right? But if you're more of a regular girl showing that you're kind of forced to do OF, then it's more likely like better for you if you look like you're kind of branding to all of this. And just not having like any wall posts is fine. Like one or two, five, six, seven. But just for them just to be like, okay, maybe it's worth for me paying like the $4 to get in. Like if you have the wall post, also have your wall post revolve about like your daily life and your sneak peek behind the scenes. Just like something like behind the scenes, me shooting the set before. Oh, I just grabbed coffee. Something that they can build a bond with for your character, and something that they want to like see. Okay, she's actually a normal person, not just a whore on OF. Next thing is I would recommend you respond to comments and create like call to actions. If you're that type of person, I do respond to comments on my girls' accounts. They like it kind of just helps like the fans who are already fans, and then just like, oh, she's actually paying attention to me, you know. I'm just not another guy. And call to actions can be something like text me this for this exclusive bundle. And that's how you get someone to pay for your shit and extra money off someone. So yeah, just to recap, normal wall posts, just be normal like an Instagram story. Just treat it as like an Instagram story. Some safe for work stuff, some like blurred images if you're doing call to actions. And yeah. So last thing before we move on to the next part about how I show you guys how to build like a report, how to actually drain the money out of these guys, is that you have to understand what type of like customer they are. There are more than this, but this is kind of the main ones I want to go over. First is the white knight, right? White knights are like just the high spenders, the people who you want to target the most. These people are the most willing to pay, and they should be the most like relevant, the most popular of them, unless times have changed. But they're kind of there to save you from the life that you're living, and they want to build an emotional connection with you and have a parasocial relationship with you where they want to fucking worship you and get you out this life, like I said, right? Even though the girl doesn't even fucking understand that these bitches exist. Next thing is the kings, the motherfuckers with God complex. They demand this, they demand that, and then they want to negotiate and everything, but they can be like transformed into someone who can save you. But like you have to kind of just lead them towards that, and actually just be innocent, even though they're like making demands, right? Don't ever fight them back because just play into what they say. They say, okay, I'm sorry, yeah, I'll give you a cheaper price, but I don't think I can do anymore. I can't really afford rent. You can play into that. The rook, they know what they want. They know there's a chatter, so just sell to them at like whatever price, and then just move on. Custom hunter, they're just here for customs. They really don't care, but like they can honestly just be a white knight as well. But I think they probably do know that there's a chatter behind the screen, so it's cool. Submissive is that they want the creator to take on charge and they want to fucking get shit talked on. They call you mommy, whatever, but they're really easy, like fucking sets. You just like send them sets, send them sets, send them sets. You don't even have to make any customs for them. And last thing is time wasters. Um, they just want a fucking attention from the chatter and they're just wasting your time. And they want shit for free. And they act like they will pay after you send them shit, right? Which is, it's kind of cooked. So let's move on to building a report. Your goal in this is to make them pay, make the customers pay, and introduce the customers to you as a girl, and understand the customers and like understand what they want and have a relationship with them, right? And what we usually do for a girl so far that gets the most out of the revenue, and to get the extra bonus in the very beginning and get off the tick marker where the three strikes where strike one you don't pay, strike two you don't pay, strike three you don't pay, and then you're out. So this is how we do strike one. It's getting a welcome message. A welcome message can be short and sweet. It can also be paired with a bundle where they pay for the bundle as well. It can be something like, oh, say hi or else, But for the bundle part, we kind of have our girls say, hey, hey, daddy, I know you're here to worship me, blah, 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 blah. Please buy my bundle if you want to get started. And then you have a bundle at like 25, 30, $50. And then you don't even have to address your name. But if you do, then it would be a lot more helpful like that, since it looks like the girl is actually texting, no? And then just offer, I also do customs, blah, 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 if your girl's like that. But I would recommend for majority of people, if you're portraying your girl as someone who is like in need of saving, then maybe after a texting set. So let's get to know them, right? You have to first get all their pieces of information about themselves. Like, here's John Doe. Here, let me play out the conversation with you, right? Hey, what's your name? Oh, my name is John Doe. Where are you from? I'm from San Francisco. Where are you from? I'm from LA. How old are you? What do you do? Like, that sounds really cool. What made you come here? Right? And then you just keep asking until you get most of these. Just take a list of this. It's gonna help you a lot. It's gonna help you do your customs. It's gonna help you when to know to sell to the guy. It's gonna when to know like how to build your customs around it, and just kind of like know how desperate they are and how much money they can afford, so you can kind of fit your PPVs into that price range. But the most important thing that I would really say is that the name is important, the payday is important, and their fantasies with you is important. These two are really easy to ask, but payday it's kind of maybe like afterwards, you know. And yeah, so next thing is the IRA system. IRA system is intrigue, report, attraction, and enslavement. Intrigue is done by the Instagram page, where you get the fan join in because they're curious or they really think they're really hot. Report is when you build like a fucking emotional connection with these guys, get to know where they live, get to know how much they get paid, get to know what they want. Attraction is after like you sex, and then you send them like images of like, yeah, I've been really thinking about you. They think about you, they want to jerk off to you, they feel attracted to how you look, they feel attracted to how you are like as a person. And then enslavement is when the fan actually wants to commit his life to you, including his money. Like, they'll think of you as their online girlfriend. They want to meet up with you. They want to get you out of this life. They want to pay for your nails. They want to pay for your like feet job. They want to pay for your foot job. They want to like pay for your boob job. Anything, right? That's when they think they want to contribute to your life to help you out in order for you to quit this life. And that's kind of the IRA system in a nutshell. But just remember, just be active with them. Just have personalized DMs with everyone. Don't be generic. Don't send like full list of DMs to every single person. Exclude the people who pay to make them feel like, okay, she's actually into me. This is actually her texting me. This is when she's active. This is when she's not active. And then you can flirt with them. So here's a really old example that I made a while back, but it's just about the steps of how a set starts and progresses. First, mostly is you tell them where you are, obviously, and you tell them what outfit you're wearing, like what you're doing, and then you send a picture for free, right? and then you're gonna be like, oh, I'm kind of horny. Are you too? Can I see a dick pic? But make sure they are horny. Make sure they have a dick pic before you start your set, right? In between this though, I can also ask for like a dick rate because a lot of guys are into dick rates. You can do dick rates for like $50, $60, $70, but never start at 10. Always start like 4 or 5s or 3s, and then go up as you go from there. And describe it thoroughly for each dick rate. So, step 2 is you tease them topless. Um, describe it, probably even fucking, but like just you know what I mean. I described it earlier. Then text them more. Start like doing some more stuff yourself, and then text them more, and then do more, do more, do more, do more, do more, do more, do more until you fucking like climax and you nut. And then you ask them, "Have you finished yet?" And if he's no, then you start like then you send him okay, thank you for like blah blah blah, but I'm gonna get ready to show you another show, and then you continue the scripts until they can't pay anymore. But this is how it usually goes. This is the pricing structures I usually pay. This is the pricing structure that I usually go off of, and it works out pretty well usually. So let's get into the customs, right? Oh, forgot. This is the pricing structure this I usually go after, right? And this is how I mostly get the most money out of them. Or even like if they want to continue more, or they want to like you ask them. You can also ask them if they want custom as well. You can just move it down here, or you can ask them to keep going after another script. It's like I'm just getting ready for you. I'll make start a new one for you. Let me get ready to start a new one, and then you just keep draining them until they run out of money. So this is the next part. It's about the PPVs, and this is how we get most money out of these guys because it makes them feel more personalized if we do a PPV. But kind of like after sexing script, you can let them know, hey, if there's anything that you wish you saw, let me know. I want to make your time here unforgettable. I want to make you feel the most like special man in this whole wide world. And then you can send them little teasers, right? I'm gonna shoot something hot. Do you want to see something more? And then you just keep, and then you can just keep engaging with them, so that they become more interested, right? You reply to their comments specifically. You give them attention. You share them behind the scenes content for free, because that's how you keep someone like, oh, okay, she actually does care about me. You know, she gives me the shit for free. And then you can tease the PPV content that you showed them on the feed. Let me know you want to see more behind the scenes or bundles, but don't beg for money too much because you're not really a beggar. You're just here to sell. The process of selling is to not make it look like you need the money. It's to make it look like they need you to send like to fucking sell them that shit, you know. And then when they ask about the fantasies, like after the PPVs, after like the fucking shit they see in the feed, right? After like they're like, okay, I want to see this, send me 50, and then you send them the PPV, right? And then you can ask them, hey, is there anything else I can do for you starting at X price? And they like, okay, yes, I want to do this. I'm like, okay, just for you. I can also like scream your name for a little bit more and upsell them from there. But after that, usually I would just kind of just put these guys on a special list, right? You can learn where they like your stuff from, and you can basically just tell them what they want before you ask them. And you can tell them, hey, I can do some boy girl content for you, just for you, if you pay me this much. And they'll be down to do it, you know? Or you can just kind of fucking offer them a special service, starting out like whatever I said beforehand. But if you deliver it really quickly and include a little bit of extras and ask them they want more, they'll probably be like, yeah, I want a little bit more of this, right? They get more comfortable with asking you for more. So you can just like give them more and a little bit of extra, so they pay for more, and then you can just tease them for a little bit more. But that's kind of it about chatting and everything. Let me know if you guys have any questions. But yeah, guys, have a great day. Hold up, I forgot. Um, Follow me on Instagram if you guys have any questions. Just let me know. Just text me or anything, or just leave a comment down below if you guys have any more questions. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any more questions, and have a great day, guys.